Every hello.
I saw you talking back or like complaining backstage. I was like, I'm gonna see what she's saying.
So you're telling me this whole time you could have stopped the 30 countdown at any moment.
Oh yeah, you just tapped the little
Choose
video
not
thing
to.
again.
You know what? I'm done. I hate you. Welcome to my weekly meltdown coverage of Survivor 46. I just want to point out Survivor is finally caught up with my age.
How's
Wait,
that
are you
feel?
really 46?
I'll be 47 in a week from tomorrow.
I don't know why I thought you were like sorry. I don't know why I thought you were like
stop.
early 40s.
Just stop. I've had it
I
with
thought-
men
I
trying to
thought you were like
compliment me.
33.
Stop it, Beth. Even I don't buy that shit.
I do no, like seriously? First of all, I have aged like no other in the past few months. I looked at photos for me before
It's the
COVID,
show,
and
does it?
it's
It's
a
being
lot
a
of
jaded
things.
New Yorker. It'll do that to you.
I'm telling you.
Beth, pull up a picture of yourself a month before you started my weekly meltdown. And
Oh, in 2019?
yourself after
Hold on.
30 days
This-
later,
this
you
is-
look like Rose from the Titanic in the present day.
This is actually going to be kind of shocking because I do think like in 2018, 2019 was the peak of what I've looked like in my adult life, I feel like. And you're about to get a really good sense of, holy crap, my weekly meltdown. Sucking youth and such
Look,
out of-
sleepy bitch. We suck it out of everybody,
You
apparently.
have that effect on people. Yeah.
Just suck, suck, suck.
I've been telling people for years.
Just big suckers over here.
So, just so you know, this is the draft cast analysis for Big Brother 46. And
Hold on.
Beth, you look the freaking same. Stop
No,
it.
I look so much younger and full of life here.
You look like you just have makeup on in that picture.
That's
I don't. That's the point. Look
Yeah,
at me now.
Listen, we just need to get StreamYard to like add like a filter, like enhancement thingy. Like
I
StreamYard,
am
get
wearing
on this.
mascara, but I'm not wearing anything else in that
There's
photo.
nothing better than someone that goes live with a freaking filter. Okay, because
What if I
that's
just held this up?
amazing.
This is the Beth that you're gonna get. Like, I know.
I'm just gonna leave that. Can you? Is there any way you can leave that up? Just make the mouth move every time you talk.
No. not right now, Allison.
We're gonna ask Peak Beth questions too, so keep her on standby. We should all have our peaks on standby. Not that I've peaked.
Listen, I feel like I'm in my peak right now. I just
You are
keep getting
peak.
better
You know
with
what?
age.
This is what I fucking hate about men. It is true. Y'all get so much better as you age, and then I look at this and I go, I had my fucking hair done last week, and it doesn't look like it because 1 week of not sleeping said, hey.
I will say, Beth, your hair always looks so, as somebody that has like basically no hair and not by choice, your hair always looks so like healthy and beautiful and long. And
thank you, 'cause
I
I
have
never
a lot
think
of
that.
hair envy for you, Beth. So count your blessings, baby. Count 'em.
Okay. I never think that about myself, so I'll take that.
All right.
You
So
want to pass a compliment this way? I'm just curious.
Oh, I will give you a compliment. Congratulations on baby number 2. You are now a grandmother of 2. I don't know. Do you want to share the news?
Yes, I was trying to add a picture and it wouldn't come up and it wouldn't cross over. So
Do I look like Shambo?
Is it this
There's
one?
Shambo.
No, that's my.
I'm going to share a picture of my brand new grandson.
You do look like Shambo. I love that.
What's up, Jeff?
Look at my picture.
Oh, great,
Damn
Jeff.
it.
I've actually never seen that season of Survivor.
Oh, it's good.
Okay,
Yeah.
here it is.
That's for Dimple Temple, right?
No.
Okay, you ready?
Or
Samoa.
oh, okay. I'm ready.
Oh my God. You know, it takes me 20 minutes to do something, to share a screen. Why is
Oh,
Everybody, that's my new grandson, Archie. He was born Thursday, 2 days ago. He went home today and Cloud liked him at first, but when he got home, something possessed him when he crossed the threshold. And anyone who is holding Archie or giving attention to Archie gets screamed at a high volume that makes your eardrums explode and bleed, and dogs start barking.
Aw.
So Cloud's got the case of jealousy.
It's jealousy, but it's not. But no, he's sweet.
He's a banshee.
He hands his he hands his little brother diapers, and when he's crying, he goes. So, yeah, that's Archie.
Cute.
That's my boo-boo.
He looks
congratulations.
exactly like Jacob or
This
Yeah.
is my son's clone.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, there's no paternity test needed.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, not at all.
You are the father.
Yeah, and I thought
Oh,
Cloud
boy.
looked a lot like my son. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh boy. So that's the baby.
Double
And-
trouble now.
I know. I almost stopped sharing shit. But so to explain that this is the draft, we're gonna go through the 16, 18, I forget how many play, and go through everything. And are you done, Tyler? So anyway, I had some help. I let my 2-year-old grandson Cloud help me. And he just randomly pointed at people and we discussed it. And I read a little bit. So that's where I'm coming from. But it was discussed prior to the show. My picks, best picks, Tyler's picks can't be any worse than Tyler's draft pick of Big Brother 25, Luke Valentine.
Listen, I did in fact draft Luke Valentine with the assumption that he was going to be a lot like how I would play a Big Brother. I don't really foresee myself saying the N-word on day 3 and getting myself kicked out of the Big Brother house. Or in general, yeah, not just in that situation.
Thank you, Allison, for bringing that.
Yeah, I just wanted to point that out. And
I was trying to give context.
On day 3, day 5.
it would take at least 12.
Yeah.
12 good long days. God, Tyler.
Lord. Yeah, but no. I will say though, I did redeem myself for Survivor 45. I did draft D, so I am the outgoing champion, hence my little subtitle down here. So I'm excited to see, like, do I have another win, or is the win going to go to Allison or Beth? We'll see. But because I am the outgoing draft winner, I do get to pick the order. So I figured I would switch it up. You know, I got a new background for the occasion. Sometimes I put myself first, but I didn't have like a good inkling. I didn't have like a good inkling of like, I don't have like a strong winner candidate this year. I don't know if like you guys are feeling the same way. So I want to see what y'all pick with your first picks, and then so I put myself last. So if you're listening to the podcast only version, the order of it is Beth, Allison, and myself, and we're doing it snake style. So I will then go again, and then Allison, and then Beth gets twice, and then just goes up and down and all around. So are we ready to jump in? Any like overarching thoughts before we get started?
No, I'm just trying to figure out where to put mine that I wrote on an envelope.
I mean,
On your handwritten notes.
Handwritten
Hey,
notes.
I have handwritten notes as well.
Thank you, Beth.
Welcome. I got you, 33-year-old grandmother of 2.
Also, I want to say hi to all of our lovely people in the chat. We got Stefan, we got Joseph. I know Kylan's going to be joining us as well at some point. Samuel, hello. So these are our first unspoiled impressions of Survivor 46. So with that being said, Beth, you have the first pick of the night.
I have 2 people that I am like so behind, it's not even funny, and I'm having a hard time choosing between them.
Can we guess? Okay. Can I guess?
Yeah, please.
Is Liz Wilcox one of them?
No, but I do like her.
That's the only one I was gonna guess.
Do you want to guess, Tyler?
I'm gonna guess Venus.
Venus is one of them, yes.
And the other one is Jem.
No, but also I like this cast. So I'm gonna go for Venus because I do think I'm loving I'm just loving the strat talk. I'm loving the bad bitchery. Not like she's a bad bitch, not that she's a bitch. Just putting it like that. I just get like a lot of really good game theory vibes out of her, and I think that she's going to be somebody that people don't really think about in the very beginning of the game and will amp it up. So I'm going to go for Venus here.
Yeah, she was featured in the preview for the season. I think she had a line about being like the first like Persian winner for Survivor and how that's like long overdue. But yeah, a lot of her like bio had a lot of like I'm a tough girl like energy. Like she's also a poker player and a creative writer, so I feel like that will get her thinking outside the box in terms of strategy. She said that she also grew up in a very conservative home. And so it's like a big deal for her to go to college like over 8 hours away from her family. I think she's the only Canadian in the cast as well. I could be wrong, but
there's multiple Canadians.
Oh, okay. My bad.
No worries.
Or
at
is
least
one of them
who currently live in Canada. Like Jess, I think splits her time between Toronto and Hong Kong.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
My bad.
No, you're good. I don't know. We've seen a lot of really good Canadian women on this show come out and win. I'm gonna give her some points,
Yeah. Allison, any thoughts on Venus?
I like Venus, but I just can't get your Venus. Banana
your desire.
That's right. So
we'll get a lot of traction out of that.
Yeah. So I'm going to beat that like the dead horse it is already. You just wait. We know. I think she's got potential, but I'm scared, and I'm going to tell you why. Because we share something in common.
Oh boy.
Cleaning is a hobby. We're clean freaks. I get such OCD watching these people just sitting around camp, just leaving shit strung out everywhere, and it's not organized everything, and I'm cleaning in my mind. So let's just hope that part doesn't take over and make her crazy. I mean, because it could happen to me. Although it's been pointed out I'm a different breed of human being here lately.
Yeah.
So
lately?
More than usual lately.
Okay. I was like, oh, I wasn't aware that it was just lately and not ever any time before that.
I get worried when I don't hear it.
All right, Allison. So you have your first pick of the night coming up.
Okay, this one. I just realized these names were in alphabetical order.
Allison knows the alphabet.
I know stuff. 1 + 1
Did I ever
5.
tell you guys the time that when I was doing some filing at work, our admin came up to me and said, "You're like really good at the alphabet." And she wasn't joking, or like she just was like, "I'm really like amazed at like how quickly you know the order of the alphabet."
What?
And I was like, well, I've been practicing it for 24 years. It was a moment.
You're like, it's 26 letters. I think I got it.
She's like, I always have to go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L. Okay, L. That's where I'm at. And I'm like,
That's very strange to me.
I know. But I was like, you know what? The way in which people think is very different. But I did think it was weird to be complimented at the age of 24 for how well I knew the alphabet.
Yeah, right. Well, congrats on knowing the alphabet, Beth.
Thanks. I'm kind of a big deal.
I should call you
my 2-year-old
Alphabet.
grandson knows the alphabet too.
Oh! Hold on.
Oh, is that your tagline now?
Hold on. Okay.
Yeah, let me see,
Ready?
Allison. Go ahead. Yeah.
Unless we want to talk about how she can count. I'm joking. I'm being sassy.
Though.
I'm sassy tonight. I'm sorry. It's been a long day.
It's okay.
So my pick is Jess. Is it Jess Chong? Jessica Chong? No, wait.
Oh, dang. Okay.
Jessica
Go
Chong.
ahead.
I like Jessica because she's like me. She binge watches 80% of a show and then freaking forgets about 20% of it and then starts talking about it with people like, oh, because how many times have you heard me say, oh, I started that, but I didn't finish it. Oh, yeah, that's in my queue. That's on my watch list. Anyway, I like that about her. Let's see what else. She's smart. She's one of those software engineers. I think there's going to be a twist this year. She has an identical twin. What if for the first time we get a switcheroo?
Project DNA from Big Brother.
Project DNA.
The best part about that would be if Allison were on the island, she'd be like, she's too clean. She's too clean. That's a switch out.
Yeah, I would be like, how come 1 minute you're super clean and then the next minute you're like a pig slob?
Wait, you know the perfect. Do you know the perfect place to like swap out the twins though? In the voting booth for like tribal council. Like Jess like goes up to like write down the name. And then the twin comes back and sits down.
And they're like, her hair looks so much better when she. I don't know what her like voting did.
You gotta dirt to Matt. You got to roll the clothes around in the same mud and dirt. It would be a lot. It would be a lot, but they could do it.
Imagine having to be in sequester by yourself on another island. It's basically like Exile Island or whatever.
Yeah, you have to starve.
But you have to start. It's not like you go to Ponderosa and are like, hey, what's up?
Yeah.
You got to dig a hole and poop in it. You got to do all this. You got to wear the same thing. All of it.
Poop hole.
A poop hole.
I am really high on Jess though. Like she was my number 2 pick, Allison. Speaking of poop hole.
Oh.
I'm just on a roll tonight. What can I say? Okay, so she says that she played rugby in college, so like she's like a tough broad too. But like I really loved her energy in like the video interviews. I feel like she just has like a really big, fun personality that I'm really excited to see play. So I like this pick a lot, Allison.
I do have an issue though. Speaking of the alphabet and counting, 3 adjectives that describe yourself: silly, animated, compassionate, and persistent. That's 4.
So she can't count.
Hopefully the other twin can dumb it down to that too. I don't know.
Hopefully. Any other thoughts on Jess before?
I think she's going to be a force in the game. I really do.
I hope so.
And I think that she'll be really fun to watch.
Yeah. All right. Well, you guys picked my number 2 and number 3 picks. So I think we're like all on the same page here. But my number 1 pick is still on the board. And my first pick of the night is Tim Spencer. So what I really loved about him is he's from Atlanta, Georgia, so I feel like he could have like some like Southern charm about him, but he's a college coach, and we saw how much that like that was like such a good thing for like Dan in Big Brother 10 in terms of like getting like all of his like people like hyped up and like motivated to like do what he wants to do. And I see like a similar kind of like leadership role out of Tim that's in like a non-aggressive, like alpha bro type of way, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
He says he describes himself as like a goal-oriented and charismatic team player. He also survived accidentally gluing his eye shut, which good for you.
This cast is really questionable.
Right? Like, how many medevacs are we gonna have this season? That should be like a whole another draft.
I got a eraser stuck up my nose in like the 2nd grade. You know that? Remember those erasers that you could put on the top of the pencils?
Yeah.
Like I put it on my nose, and I put it up there, and then I pulled the pencil out, and the eraser was stuck in my gigantic nostril, which is one reason why I want to get rid of this thing. And I didn't go to the freaking nurse, and they had to get these tweezers.
See, I put an M&M up my nose and we couldn't get it out. And my mom was like about to call 911 about it. And my dad covered the other one and said, blow. And it shot out and hit my brother in the face. And it was really fun. Like he was like a baby. So
Trying to get it out. I was like just trying to hide it from the teacher. Just, what the hell are you doing over there, Allison?
Anyway. Tim was one of my top picks as well. Too. I think that I love the line in the trailer where he's like, I've got kids, like I've got like what toddlers or whatever. He's like, yeah, I can come up against anything, like anybody kind of thing. So I think that what I also really liked about him is like he's the one who kind of listed all of his achievements like in a list or something like that. And that tells me he's somebody who's thinking thoroughly, like is probably more type A. And I do think that he's going to be an interesting character. I just hope that he's not too type A, that he gets like that edit he's too overbearing in the beginning of the game.
I hope so. Yeah. But I don't think that will be the case for him. Like
I don't think
I'm,
so either.
Yeah.
I think he'll be good.
He also
think he'd be
says
someone I would like to talk to. Like I could just sit on the beach and talk to him.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Cool. So that is my first pick of the night. So
Who's your second pick?
My second pick is going to be, where is he at? I think his pronouns are he. My second pick is going to be Tevin.
Mm-hmm.
Now, so I feel like I'm like covering my bases here with like a good old reliable, and then like somebody that's more like energetic and charismatic, right? But I was getting very like Jam vibes from him in terms of like his like positive energy and presence. He was really heavily featured in the preview, which is like always a good sign for them like making it far in this game, in my Edgic opinion. He's an actor. He's 24, so he's like kind of on the younger side, but like there's a lot of young people on this cast. So I'm not as concerned about that as I usually am. And he used a lot of words to like describe himself, but they basically all boil down to like being energetic and optimistic. So I just feel like he's gonna be just like good energy, and I don't really see him being like a first boot. I feel like he's gonna be like a really good strong team player. I just hope that he's good enough like physically in the challenges. Like that's my only concern for him. But like we've seen like a lot of recent winners like Erica and Jam like haven't been like the biggest like comp threats, but have still like played an amazing game. And I think Tevin has the social skills to be that type of player.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a great social player. I think that he comes across as really warm and charismatic, but I also can tell that he can think through strategy as well. The only thing I could see him being is like a little bit like Sarah or other people who were like social and seem to be strategic, who like are kind of a casualty of like a split tribe situation, where maybe one side's trying to weaken the other if they go to tribal early, or if there's what am I trying to say? Switch up or whatever. Swap, that's what I mean. So I kind of feel like he could go the way of like Caleb as well, as somebody who's really seen as charismatic and people want to work with him, but they also see that as a big threat. So if he does go before jury, I see it being like he's like one of the screwed over votes, or he's like first juror if he doesn't go all the way to the end.
Yeah. What do you think about Tevin, Allison?
I don't know. I kind of glossed over him. I'm sorry. It kind of lost me with all the describing of himself. I just kept like, oh God. And I also had a 2-year-old on my lap. So I was trying to get through it as quick. I mean, he seems like a great guy. I just don't see him making it to the end. I just don't. That's just me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that.
We'll see. We'll see.
And who did he play in Beauty and the Beast?
If I had to guess, I would say
Lumiere.
Yeah.
I would imagine so. That's who I think.
Is Lumiere the guy that's
Lumiere?
Lumiere?
He's the candlestick.
The candlestick. Okay.
Lumiere. It means
all right. Well,
Lumiere.
Lumiere.
No.
Lumiere.
Okay. Alice, go ahead and give us your next pick before you start making
Hack
more
up
gagging
along.
sound. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, this one Cloud actually pointed at. So I've got, because I guess his hair reminded him of Daddy. So hold on, let me find him. Jelinski.
Yep.
David Jelinski. I guess he's going to go by Jelinski. Where the hell is he? I'm sorry. There he is. Okay, yeah, I guess my grandson just kind of pointed, I said, oh, does it look like Dada? And he goes, yeah. So I was looking, I was like, okay, Cloud, who was my number 2? I'm like, he is a slot machine salesman from Vegas. But that's okay. We'll figure it out. We'll polish it up. We'll make it bigger than what it is. Okay. Let's see. Growing up, he was a hothead. That'll work good. It would argue until he would argue with you until you gave in and told him he was right. That's going to work really well on the island. But he's matured. But have we? Have we really? How many times have you found yourself in a group of people and you totally regress back to the 6th grade?
True.
It happens. It does.
Mm-hmm.
Blah, 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 blah,
And he's 22. It's not like it's been
he's
like
young.
20 years since like these like bad like teenage traits that he like keeps matching in his bio.
Yeah.
He was offered a ballet scholarship. He was a theater kid.
Mm-hmm.
He's a huge Swiftie. Cloud is a huge Swiftie.
There you go.
So there you go. Tyson, Rick Devens. Yeah. Russell. Jesus, this guy ain't making it that far.
He wants to be like the troll of the season. And I just don't think it's gonna work out for him. Like he was like, I'm not sure about this pick, to be honest, Allison.
I think he gives Zayn vibes from Philippines
Totally
first.
passed
Oh
him off on
yeah,
the
that's a
field.
good comparison. I like that.
But he did. He totally picked him. So there you go. Polishing
One
the
good
turds.
thing is
What I do.
I can't wait for him to be like, a 0 vote finalist, and we're all like, "What?" He wasn't
Well,
first
the
vote.
casino.
Love
Okay.
it.
All right, Beth. Time for your second pick.
Yay! The person I was still up in the air with my first pick with Venus is still there, so I'm gonna go for Kenzie.
Okay.
I think Kenzie gives a lot of really bright energy. I don't think she's quite Carolyn or anything, but I do think that she has similar vibes, has a little bit of jam vibes in her. I think that she's somebody that got a lot of really good pre-season highlighting. So from an Edgic perspective, I like that. I think she is like, if Venus is more the like game bot person, she's the social threat. Like that's what I see. So I'm interested to see how well Kenzie does, but I think she's just you could see it in her smile. I feel like she's going to play a game that comes across as very genuine, but I think that she's also going to be willing to get blood on her hands, and I like that. So I'm interested to see where that goes.
Yeah, I didn't get like too much out of her from her bio, and I didn't have time to like watch like a lot of like the video interview footage. So she was like a big question mark to me. I will say very impressed that she like was able to successfully like open and run a salon without any like business experience.
Mm-hmm.
Love that.
So good for you, girl. She really likes fantasy romance novels, so make that what you will. But yeah, I don't know. I just I didn't have like too much on her, so we'll see. I like her picture though.
Me
I
too.
love her tattoos. I love that red hair. And I love that. I'm like you, whenever someone says it doesn't matter if you're playing Survivor, just in life in general. I started my own business without a degree and figured it the F out and did it and took the bull by the horns. Okay. That I absolutely love. And you have to respect that because there is a magical thing that happens in your brain. And it is problem solving. It's figuring it out. It's remaining calm under pressure because you're doing it. You're not relying on other people. You're doing it. And that is something that needs to be, respected. And I like it.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right, Beth. What's your third pick for the night?
I did forget I got to go twice. Okay, so now I have like a series of 5 people I'd be super happy with. So now I have to kind of like narrow this down. I'm trying to think who are people that you all might not go for, maybe save them for later. With that in mind, I think I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go for Hunter. I think Hunter has a lot of like what we say is like kind of the stereotypical survivor package to be someone who you want on your tribe in the beginning to do well in challenges. I will be honest, I can see him being somebody who goes in the middle of jury. I don't think that he's going pre-jury though. And so I kind of feel like given he also seems to have I'm interested to see, does he fall into the trap of thinking like he's like the Adonis and therefore he's not gonna like catch strays?
It's the prototype Ken doll,
right?
That place, like they always have this guy, pretty much.
This is what I'm saying is like, in I would say in the 40s that this guy gets to jury, and so that's why I was like, you know what,
like
Cody, Xander, like
yeah.
those are the people that I'm seeing as like the, you know, the white guy who's like athletic and has a little bit of charisma with like a slightly stereotypical area of like what his personality might be like. I don't know. But with like a twist. I think that he's going to be somebody that will go to jury.
Yes, but he's a. What past survivor would you play the game most like? Hayden.
I think that's a pretty good answer. Like that's like that's a deep cut.
I don't know. He's not my favorite past player. I don't know.
Yeah,
I get what you're saying, Beth. Yeah.
What sticks out to me is like in his bio, he keeps talking about like how proud of like his academic achievements, and he says that like he graduated in college in 3.5 years is what he's most proud of, and like that's just like one semester early. Like I don't. Like, that's
and
not,
here's
like,
the thing: everybody does that nowadays.
Right? Exactly. Like you just saved yourself like $25,000. Like congrats. Like
I have a question, though. Can I say you left a full ride scholarship to medical school to come back to French Camp, Mississippi to be a science teacher?
Do you know French Camp, Mississippi?
Let me tell you something about Mississippi. There's a lot of camps in Mississippi. There's French Camp, there's Potts Camp, there's Kettle Camp. There's a lot of camps. A lot.
So what are these camps? Are they like a sleepaway camp? Because like when we're hearing camps,
they don't even hardly get internet. And I'm not shitting on. I'm just saying it's bad.
The boonies.
This is you're speaking the language of the Northeast, okay? It's all camps up here. So that's why I was trying to figure out like
it's not like modern day. I got a Walmart and a Dollar General and a gas station.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, that speaks about right to the Northeast as well. So okay.
But the gas station has a Baskin Robbins in it.
I mean, that's graduating valedictorian is not that impressive then, considering I guess I shouldn't make any
camp it might be, but what was the competition?
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like,
were you the only person in your graduating class? I'd be valedictorian too.
All right, Allison, go ahead and give us your next pick.
Oh, so this one, it was my turn to pick, and I got to pick him because he's from Memphis.
Oh yeah.
Let's see, Q Burdette. So, because I was just like, lives in Memphis. Senatobia is fine. Senatobia is civilized. We like Senatobia. It's fine. It's totally fine.
Is it fine though?
It's fine. It's totally fine. He's a real estate agent. A lot of people know real estate in Memphis is great. If you ever want to get a real estate license and do some stuff, you should do it here. That's one of the only booming things here. I mean, because people, I know a lot of people, they get the real estate and they're just in it. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, I get a real estate license, but I don't like to deal with people. But who else wants to sell houses do? Let's see here. 3 hobbies: fishing, riding 4-wheelers, jet skis, and building houses. Again, that's 4. But I'm
building houses I think he'll be someone who will be a workhorse.
I think he's going to build shelter. Yeah. He's brave. He's polite. He's
clearly
proud.
He likes being outside.
He's a crazy risk-taking friend.
He's also one of 17 kids, which is like crazy.
Wow, that's one off from how many cast members there are on the show.
Dude, How old are your siblings? We could totally do the first ever
Family
family
one
survivor.
Survivor game. Damn.
Instead of one world, it's one family.
Oh my god. I just also want to say that randomly, this is the second time it's happened, but there is somebody on the cast of Survivor at the same time that with the name Q as somebody on Drag Race on season 16,
Interesting.
whose name
Really?
is Q, just the letter. And so the first time was in 2015 with Worlds Apart and season 7, and I'm already forgetting who the name was. But the whole point being, random fact.
Yeah. We share something.
He
in
also
common.
said that. Sorry, go ahead, Allison.
No, so say we share a couple of things in common. One, he can eat 2 boxes of pizza in one setting by
that
himself.
is very relatable.
Yes, I can do that. Another thing.
Okay, who can't?
Right. I am a joy to be around. We all know I am. And when he was asked what past, this would be my answer. What past survivor would you play the game? I was like, bits and pieces from a lot of other players. Because I couldn't name anybody.
Yeah, exactly.
You'd be like that one girl from
I'm a
that season that did that thing.
You remember, I'm a cesspool of all the weirdest.
Allison, when you get cast on Survivor, when you get asked this question, I need you to say Sandy from Survivor Token Jeans.
Why?
Just look up clips of her. You'll see the connection. One more thing I want to say about him is he said that being one of 17 kids, I'm sure there's not a lot of money in the family going around. So he said that athletics really got him through high school and college. Yeah. So I just see a really somebody who's really primed to be a good leader on his tribe. Mm-hmm. And I did see a little bit of the video interview of him. He's really charming and attractive and mm-hmm. I was wooed right away by him. So I think that he could do very, very well. And you have to be that to be a real estate agent too.
Yeah. Right. And also to tell Stefan in the chat, is bossing people around, building the shelter. I think that he would not be that way. Now, if it were me, I'd be bossing people around left or right. But I'm somebody you're dragging to the end. So you're going to take it dry.
I like the idea, though, that Allison is teaching people how to make gutters.
Look, we got to have gutters for the shelter. We need, I need bamboo for downspouts.
So
good. I need the net, the fishing net for leaf guards. Stop. Okay.
All right. Okay, so that is Q. Okay, so I have the next 2 picks. So my next pick is going to be Charlie.
Charlie bit my finger.
Jeff Probst
Charlie
Jr.
bit my finger. So this is our young super fan know-it-all boy, right?
He's Jeff Probst.
He's giving me Carson energy, but far less annoying. Sorry to Carson. He also says that he's a competitive runner, so I think that's always a good skill set to have.
Cross country runner.
Holy shit. especially that first challenge where they have to run with sandbags on the beach for that reward or whatever. He could easily do that, and he says that debating is one of his favorite hobbies. So I don't know. I think there's a lot of good qualities here. I just hope he's not too nice. But
why when we're describing hobbies with running, he has to put in parentheses serious competitive running? When you say running is a hobby, I don't think you're Forrest Gumping it.
Well, I think here's the thing. I think a lot of people say that they like running, but they will do a casual 5K every day when he's probably putting long in distance, 15 miles a day kind of thing.
Yeah, I can relate.
Oh, can you?
I'm going to put it out there. We've had cross-country runners on this show before, notably Eric. Cross-country runners are different kinds of people. I know because all my friends in high school were the cross-country kids, and they are the smart weirdo athletes, if that makes sense.
Yes, yes, I get it.
And so 100. The fact that he's also comparing himself to Spencer Bledsoe,
I didn't love that.
I think I'm getting a sense, and this just could also be because he's young too. I get a sense that he might be a little bit more full of himself and be like slightly more Drew-esque from last season,
God, I hope
that rather than being like more charismatic like Carson was to people on the tribe. But it worked out pretty damn well for Drew. He got really damn far in the game. So I could see him being somebody nobody counts on at first glance and then realize, oh, he's actually somebody who has endurance to him. But I could also see him being a casualty earlier in the game.
Yeah.
Okay. He seems like and I'm not shitting. I was like the know-it-all shit that I can't stand. Like, I injured my sacrum, right femur, left femur, and right tibia by running. Dude, you fucked up your legs. I don't need to know the terms in the legs. I get it.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. Runners are not my favorite people, but not sorry about that either. But I don't know. Hopefully he does well. Bless his heart. Okay. So my next pick. I feel like we've got 3 guys so far. I need to like switch it up a little bit here. So I'm gonna go with where is she? Maria. She is my next pick. She was giving me like Heidi vibes and y'all know how much I love Heidi from 42 question mark 40 44?
You're asking me?
Yeah, she was in the same season as Carolyn and Jam Jam.
Oh, yes, that's right. Sorry. Listen, it's all like this new era.
I know. I'm with you here.
It's hard. It's hard to like keep track. She's been applying since I think she said the first time she applied was 20 years ago. So we have a legit like lifelong fan of Survivor, which is always great. She did some volunteer work in Costa Rica. She delivered 3 kids via home birth. So she's been through some pain. So I like her. Like I can see her like being like Heidi-esque. So if that's the case, then I'm all for it. So that's my next pick is Maria.
I didn't have a lot of feelings one way or another with her. She's somebody I just have a question mark on about how I feel like she's going to play or be like. So I don't really have much more to add.
Yeah, 3 home births at home. That's such a red flag for overachiever. That makes my vagina hurt right now just thinking about it.
I mean, I've passed 2 kidney stones at home.
I can't. And look, more power. Great. That's a lot of strength. But I don't think you're going to be asked to carry anything heavy with your clitori.
Beth, in your bio, like when you get cast on Survivor, like what accomplishment are you most proud of? I passed 2 kidney stones
at home.
At home, alone.
I did.
In the bathtub.
We have Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson Dixon, and then Austin Stone Cold. And then Rocky is still floating about. So.
She also did list Drea as her like the survivor she wants to play the game most like, and Drea played a really dominant game until she got caught. So that gives me praise that like she will play hard and like balls to the walls too. So,
can we break down that phrase "balls to the wall"?
The more I think about it, the more painful it sounds.
That doesn't sound like anything we should be aspiring towards.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Balls to the wall.
Maybe
multiple balls.
She's got the strongest uterus on the planet. Maybe it can solve some puzzles. I don't know.
She just like crouches over it and it just like
just squats over it and her lips start.
Don't worry, guys. My pussy demon's here to do all the work.
Coming out his hands, and your clitoris is flipping stuff over the hands.
I'm telling you. Okay, actually, I have a thought I can't say on the air. I will share it with y'all afterwards.
Oh God,
good Lord!
now want to know what I just inspired. What memory did I just trigger? Going, her lips turn into hands, and her clitoris turns into a giant tongue that just starts flipping.
It's the vagina LOS all over again.
Oh.
The way you
That's
did that
some
was
Eagle
very much
101.
the clip I shared of the big marshmallow with Deb. Oh god, that was
that profile puts that fucking.
No, she puts it like this, and the cat comes from nowhere on the
The
screen.
cat just like attacks her. It's like what JoJo would do that. Yeah.
So funny.
Good
Giant
Lord.
marshmallows.
All right,
All right, Allison.
Oh, is it my turn?
Yeah.
It is your turn.
Okay. Since we've lost half of our people watching. Right, thanks to me. I don't care. Move on. Let's see. Okay, where's this guy? No, it's a girl. Sorry. Cloud had a little bit to do with this one, but me too. Jamila Jem Hussein Adams. Okay. I love her skin. Anybody with skin like this, I love the glowing skin.
Yes.
That's what I want to look like. Oh. Anyway.
Flawless. Look at that. Oh.
Anyone that binge a hobby is binge TV, we're best friends for life. If you binge TV as a hobby, I'm there for you. And driving, I love driving. Working out, I do it anyway, although I don't like it. Let's see here. We also share the same 3 adjectives: motivated, resilient, and hilarious.
Yeah, I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't get a lot from her bio, to be honest. Like, of course, like she did have the story about like spending her first 20 years like in South America and then like moving to the US all on her own and stuff like that. Awesome story. Can't wait to like hear it on Survivor. But I didn't really get a sense of like who she would be as a player.
She's a risk taker.
Everybody says that about.
Yeah, but she says it here too. And I believe it.
Anybody that says like they're a risk taker or like I'm adaptable, like I just like throw those words out.
I will say this.
McKinley.
I do think anybody who says they're adaptable because they're an immigrant, I'm there for you. Or has
absolutely. Yeah.
That is something that I totally am like, that makes sense. But you know, me being like, I moved from the country to the city, that makes me adaptable. Like that's a little different than being like, I had to like completely change everything I knew about the world around me.
Right. Allison's like, no. She also says that she's gonna play the game most like Boston Rob, Tony Vlachos, and Kelly Wentworth. That is quite a group of 3 there.
I like those. That is quite a spread. I like those 3.
I didn't like the way you said that.
Oh.
I just thought about like a charcuterie board or something.
Okay.
Oh, I thought of her being like splitting the cheeks apart, being like, yeah, that is
I like
quite
the Boston
Rob.
Yeah, I like the spread of Boston Rob and Tony because I could see that. I'm not into Kelly Wentworth like everyone else. I'm just not into it. But yeah, so I like her. Cloud liked her, and that's it.
All right.
And she is South American, not Indian.
Correct.
Yes.
And that's what she said. So.
Yeah. All right. Beth, onto your 4th pick.
I'm gonna go with Tiffany.
I knew you were going to pick Tiffany next. And can I tell you why before you go into your spiel?
Yep.
Because she reminds me of Claire from 42 question mark. And I know how much you stand Claire during that season. So as soon as I saw her, I was like, Beth's going to sweep her up.
I think she gives like gamer sneaky energy while also like, I don't know. I think that she just has like a fun I don't know. I think that I just get the vibe that she's going to be somebody who will make a move happen or swing big. And I love people who swing big. Hopefully they don't miss. And if they do miss, they hit the next pitch, but I just have a lot of, like you said, I feel a lot of that same kind of, I'm here to take advantage of the game and the game mechanics vibes out of her. And I think if anything can describe what it means to play Survivor in the 40s, it's take advantage of the parts of the game that are unexpected and use them to your advantage. And I don't know. I just think that she's going to be a lot of fun to watch. So I'm really stoked about Tiffany.
I think she's going to be fun to watch because she says herself she's a habitual procrastinator, which is going to go over really well at camp. And she also has no filter.
Yeah.
And she's the life of the party. So that's 3 things that just are that's messy, and I'm here for it.
I think she's going to be, I just have a feeling she's going to be the confessional queen of the season.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I am trying to sleep. It does not need to be done this early.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
That's
we got
exactly
nothing going on today.
And if she's the first boot, like she would be an iconic first boot.
Oh, 1,000%. I just think like she has icon written all over her, and so I'm really excited.
She said that her friends say she lives in a land of rainbows and
unicorns. But like I so identify with that. Like
that sounds like you.
So selfishly, this is more like I could see her playing the game the way I would play the game.
Yeah.
So.
And she also said that she wants to play like Shan. So that's always a good sign too.
I really do feel like those are the types of people that I play similarly to, social, but like really strong strategy kind of thing. That's what we're seeing there.
All right. Beth, you have the next pick.
I'm going to go for Banu for the next pick. I think he is somebody who's, I believe he's a data scientist or an analyst, which I have been introduced way more to the world of data science through, it's a new degree at our school. Like I have to look at all the stuff. And data scientists work in every field.
Is it data or data? Because I say data.
It's either way. It depends on where you are in the country, I think. I say data, but it doesn't matter.
Data analysis.
Data. So like the thing is I have the feeling that he'll be able to kind of synthesize almost like the math side of things. Like when I watch, there are people who come from a more math STEM perspective who, if they can also combine that with understanding the kind of game mechanics and apply it to game theory, there's almost like a mathematical equation to figuring out how to maneuver yourself in these games, or to figure out who is actually working with you or not. And I have the feeling like he's the type of person who could figure that out. In addition, didn't he also say he's adaptable or something like that too?
Oh, he's adaptable and independent.
Yeah. So
2 of my other favorites.
So but I do think
he's
somebody that, is going to be really interesting to watch in the game. I don't know too much I don't have much of a feeling of how he's going to be socially. But I think that he could be somebody that could really help with breaking down strategy once he's a part of an alliance.
I love it. I'm very good at making first impressions. Ain't we all?
No.
Can't we all read a room? Aren't we all walking in knowing everything about everybody?
No.
From the way they pick their nose and put their hair behind their ear?
No.
Okay.
I didn't get like too much.
Too many people are not like it. Yeah.
Like he's another like kind of like big question mark for me. Like, of course, like can't wait to hear about like his story and his journey and stuff like that. One thing that he does mention is that he's dislocated his shoulder 10 times.
Dude,
come on, Stephanie La Grossa.
Doing
right?
What?
I don't know.
Is this foreshadowing, or is he going to dislocate his shoulder and be the person who's in the sling this season?
Well, don't you like after you dislocate your shoulder, like aren't you more likely to dislocate that same shoulder? So like that is like something to be concerned about for sure. I don't know.
He's probably going to be like, I'm used to this. Don't worry, guys. 1
I
second.
just put it back myself.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Hold on, Jeff, I got this. And he's still going after he reset his shoulder. That is not a quitter, people. You keep going. Dig deep or push deep.
That's how you do it on Survivor.
That's how you do it on Survivor. You push
Like,
deep.
meanwhile, the
right
medical
in.
team's like, no, that's not how you should do it on Survivor.
Yeah, I'm like,
Stop.
please,
Medical
God.
team's like this.
Ugh. All right, Allison, go ahead and give us your 5th pick.
Oh, do I have another one? Oh, yeah, I do. I didn't expect to still have people at this point.
You have another one after this one, too, so.
Oh, where the hair stuck on my lid? Okay. I don't know if I want this one or the other one. I feel like you're going to take the other one.
Take the one that you think that we will take from, or like that he will take from you, because he gets 2 picks.
It's not coming back to you until the last pick of the draft. So
He
keep
gets
that
to
in mind.
choose 2 people after you, so choose whoever you don't, choose whoever you think he would pick. Doesn't matter what I would pick. I'm going to be stuck with whoever. You sounded like a truck.
Okay, I'm going to go with Liz Wilcox.
I think she's a great pick.
She's a marketing strategist. Strategist.
Strategist. Come on, strategery.
Is this
Strategery.
strategist?
Strategist.
Anyone who says hobbies of telling jokes, I love that. She kind of reminds me of just from the look. I'm not. When I saw her picture, I thought it was Lizzie from last season of Big Brother 25.
Izzy?
You remember Izzy? And she had slimmed down, like she was like recruited, and she's ready to go.
Can you imagine
I
if
don't
it was
know. I don't know
Izzy
what she's into.
just in like a disguise?
The queer-coded lesbian
Is
with
it?
glasses kind of vibe. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, well, I'm not okay. I'm an ass. I didn't mean it that way.
No.
I'm agreeing with you. I'm saying, yeah, the queer-coded, like lesbian.
It's an
with
archetype
glasses.
these
It's an
days, for
archetype.
sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay, I love that one of her descriptions of herself is effing capable of anything.
Love it.
I love that. Relentless as all get. I love it when people say that. I am relentless as all get out. All get out. I love that. All get out. People are always telling me that my drive is inspiring, but don't think that it's going to be inspiring to others in the camp, Elizabeth, because some people might find that annoying. So get that on tap. Okay. Let's see. I make my own money. That's always fun. I like to believe I make my own money too, and then I have to give it back to taxes. For what?
I should have done my taxes today.
Oh my God, I'm doing my taxes now, and I'm in hell. Hell.
Can you say that again?
Hell.
Thank you.
God, nothing makes me anyway. Very few things that make me say fucking church, and that's one of them.
I think that Liz is a great pick. She kind of, I think that she's somebody who will, I don't know, she just strikes me as the type of person that she'll be involved with whatever the strategy is. Like she's going to get camera time. That's what
I think she's a good listener. You want to know why? Because she was mute till she was 7.
If that doesn't make you a good listener.
She could, but she could know sign language too. She could teach. So, hey, look, girl, we're going to do secret. This means more, which means I need more from you. This means I need chocolate milk.
I need.
Okay, so chocolate milk and more, and please. There's the cloud signs.
This
more
is
chocolate.
Bitch, by the way.
This is bitch. More.
Bitch, please.
More chocolate milk, bitch.
Please.
Please. Okay.
That would be great. No, I think she's a great pick. I think that she'll be interesting to watch in the season for sure.
She's also divorced. She said that there was a moment in her marriage where she knew where it wouldn't work, and she decided to leave with no plan or no cash, and it was really scary. But she had to like do this on her own, and she kind of wants to have a similar approach playing Survivor as well, like not having like a set plan like preseason or anything, and just going for it. And I respect that. I like that. So I'm excited to see how she plays. I hope it's more like Aubrey than like Izzy, if that makes any sense.
I hope it's Izzy. I think that'd be so much fun to watch on Survivor. They have no time. Well, actually, it's more effective on Survivor than it is in Big Brother because you don't have to wait days and days and days and days and days. It's really quick.
Look at that tight side pony she's rocking. She's ready. All kinds of messy.
I like it.
That side knot. Yeah.
I like it.
I like it. That's messy. Yeah. This is going to be a mess. I did not know lesbians get divorced, though. I've never met a lesbian that's been divorced.
I don't know if she's a lesbian or not.
She's not. Oh.
We
don't know.
We don't know, or if we don't know, maybe other people know. So if you know in the chat,
she's got some traits though. Like it's
We're
not.
saying that she's queer coded, meaning that she looks like she's
stupid and ignorant.
No, Allison, you're totally
fine. You're fine.
You're amongst two queer people right now. You're fine. Okay, so I have the next two picks rounding out my team. Slim pickings this round. I'm gonna go with Randon for my next pick. I'm not too high on Randon, but he does have some endurance marathon training, and he was ex-military as well. He's married with kids, so like he has some ways to like connect with some of the older people in the cast. He said that he wants to play like Xander, which I don't think is like a bad thing either. I didn't really see like video interviews of him yet, so I don't know like what his vibe is. I hope he is like a little more social than like what I'm expecting him to be, but at least he's going to be like a physical, like strong person in challenges, which is always important when it's in like the 3 tribes of 6. Like your physical strength is highlighted a lot more, I think, and considered a lot more. So that's my next pick, Randon.
This was the shortest bio I've ever seen.
I know.
Yeah.
Right? This guy is military. He gives just the short to the point answers.
Yeah.
I mean, just cut and dry. I can't wait to see him with who do you hanging I don't know.
I think it would be great in Tribal when Jeff's like, if this were a military operation, where are we?
He's going to do that.
We're sniper crawling in the mud and we're stuck in barbed wire and we can't move, Jeff.
God.
Oh, yeah.
Simplify.
All right. And who is your last pick, Tyler?
Yeah, I don't have a lot to say on Randon, to be honest. Okay, so my last pick is I'm going to round out this sausage fest here. I'm going to pick Ben as my last pick. Ben? Yes. Now, the reason I'm picking Ben over Soda and Mariah is because I don't really feel strongly about either of them. But I like he's this like surfer dude like archetype, and honestly, like surfer dudes tend to do very well in Survivor. Like, do they win a lot of the times? No, but like they tend to make like pretty deep runs in the game. So at least he has that going for him. He's a musician, and there's a lot of like creatives amongst this cast. So I think that could be like a really great way for him to make connections and seem less like bro-y, if that makes any sense. He said he wants to play like Cody from Survivor 43, which I think is a really good player for him to try to emulate. Like, I think that he could do that. So that's why I picked Ben. Good age too, 31. I think that's like a really good age this season.
For sure. I think that I think he's somebody that for me is not necessarily, I don't see him having control of the game. I see him being a number for people.
Yeah,
definitely.
I'm interested to see if that takes him far, or like, I don't know. I kind of feel like he's the type of person that's just going to have blind loyalty to people. But I don't know. I could be very wrong on that. I mean, let's not forget that last year I said that D came across like a Connecticut, like, cross whatever it is. What's it called? Cross training with CrossFit.
CrossFitter, yeah.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, she's like that, and then she was nothing like that. I was like, okay. So I don't know. I could be very, very wrong.
Yeah.
Well, He says he can read a room and find awareness in most situations while still carrying on being my regular goofy, fun-loving self. Huh. I don't know. One of the hobbies is chilling hard at the beach.
Chilling
that mean,
so
like-
hard at the beach?
So hard. I'm so hard at the beach. And how would your friends describe you? A person who's living for a good time and a real time. I
Wow.
didn't read anything about him because of the early 90s boy band overalls.
Love it. All right, Allison, who is your last pick? You get to choose between Mariah or Soda. And then whoever you don't choose, I will have.
Okay, I choose Soda.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Where is Soda? These are in alphabetical order, and I still don't know where an S is. in alphabet. Okay, Soda Thompson, 27, from Long Island, New York. She's a special ed teacher. That to me is an amazing job and requires a lot of patience and biting your tongue.
Tyler, what are you typing?
What are you doing?
We're getting like ASMR just.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know that.
It's okay.
I'm a very fast typer. I might have Jess. beat
Doesn't
in words
sound
per
like
minute.
Oh.
Jess said that she types 140 words per minute, and I think that I could beat that. But I'm gonna mute myself while I'm typing while you talk about Soda.
What past Survivor would you play the most like? Season 42.
The entire season.
The entire cast?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I'm getting like
She's extra and anxious at times. That's going to be good for morale.
I feel like she's too nice for this game. Like I feel like she's gonna get like the rug pulled from under her. Like she's not gonna. I just don't have faith that she's gonna be like a mover or shaker this season. Like
I
she just
have a
seems like-
feeling that she's going to be similar to Mariah from a few seasons ago, who was like first out, and Jenny in 42, and these women who like come in and are nice and want to play the game, but just get voted out so early. And I hope that that's not the case, because I agree with you, Allison. I think that if you're a special education teacher, my gosh, the tenacity you have, the
Yes.
patience you have for other people, your ability to read the needs of others, that would be so helpful in a game like this. But I don't know what she's going to be like physically, but I do think that she's going to have to bring something. That's exactly what I thought, Samuel, too.
I agree.
And I think part of that's because I think if I remember correctly, Mariah from season 43 was was also like a teacher. I don't know if she was a special ed teacher, but she was like I think she was like a kindergarten teacher or something like that. But
just the energy she's giving in her bio reminds me of Mean Girls, the girl that's like, I just want everybody to bake a cake of rainbows, and I just want to scream to Soda like, you don't even go here.
Oh yeah, you don't even go here.
That girl, yeah. So I don't know. Bless her heart. I'm sure.
They're like, do you go to the school? She's like, no, I just have a lot of feelings. They're like, oh, okay, go home.
Go home, Soda.
Did you guys see the new Mean Girls?
No, not yet.
Yeah.
It's the musical version of it.
I kind of don't want to.
Then don't. You don't have to see
I like
it.
the original, and I'm not a big fan, but I'll watch it when it's on.
Yeah.
I wish that Aaron Samuels in that movie was more attractive, because
in the new one?
Yeah,
he's not.
I was like, don't you dare be saying anything against.
Oh no, Jonathan, what's his face? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And I have Mariah from this season. I think Mariah from this season looks like she is the love child of Kenzie and Liz. Like, I really think that Kenzie, Liz, and Mariah are going to get me confused. They all look the same to me.
Huh.
Don't you think?
I can't freaking find her.
She looks like somebody that works at a brewery in Williamsburg, and it drives me nuts. She also says that she's going to play. She wants to play the game most like Nick Wilson. So I don't know if she's going to be like voting for legislation on
She's
marrying your
being
cousins.
being able
Yeah.
to sleep with your
Total
first cousin.
Linda. She looks like a Linda.
She does. Yeah.
She's like a total freaking Linda.
She's also one of those people that like. Sorry to hijack your last pick.
You're
Beth.
fine. Not my
She
pick,
also
really.
she also says that like. This is so annoying to me when people like their main personality trait is, oh my God, I love a good spreadsheet. And like she mentions that in her bio. And I'm like, can you stop? Like nobody says that. Like nobody cares. Like it's so annoying
Here's
to
the
me.
thing. People do say that shit. I see them too often at these networking events, and
I hate it.
I will also say this though, the people who do like a proper Excel course, it doesn't matter if you're a creative or if you're somebody who's going to work in finance or whatever. There's so many people who leave those kind of courses and go, okay, Excel is actually kind of really fucking lit. And so I'm interested to see, I could see her being, I think maybe she's like an underdog kind of person in this draft. I think maybe she is going to be a lot better than what we're giving her credit for. But I do I don't know. I just get her. She kind of falls to the background because I feel like Liz and Kenzie are like so similar look wise to her, but stand out in their bios a little bit more than me. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. She also says she does Dungeons and Dragons, and I feel like, but Beth, like I feel like it's in a way that's like I'm not like other girls. Like I played Dungeons and Dragons.
So she's like a pick
she
me?
played it. Yeah, she's a pick me girl who played it like literally once in her life, and like she like that's.
I don't get that vibe from her. I think she's somebody who like legitimately likes it, but there are definitely people who play Dungeons and Dragons board games. I say this as somebody who's like a big board game person who then think they can bring the same kind of energy to a game like this and they're way over their head.
Yeah.
This is the kind of girl my son would bring home, and I just she's gonna try so hard. I can smell it. It's thick. But you know what? It's like, what is something we would never know from looking at you? You would never know how much I second guess myself. Yeah, we do.
We know.
Because I mean,
all of us are second guessing you.
Yeah. And I'm not shitting. I'm sorry. I'm sure she's a great person. You know, this is not, you know.
Oh, of course. This is all like in context of like the game of Survivor.
She looks like my old manager, Linda.
Yeah. I don't
That's
know.
a problem.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. But with that said, we have successfully drafted for Survivor 46.
So as always, I will post and pin this tweet to have it for the entire season. How are we feeling about our teams overall? And also anybody in the chat or the comments, we want to hear who you guys think has the best team. I'm happy with my team overall. I really think that a guy is winning the season though, to be honest. Like I think that the guys overall are a lot.
Hence you just went for as many men as possible.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Right now, your first two are female.
Me?
What?
I have 5.
No, I'm looking at Beth. I scratched that.
No, and I don't know if it's because we're coming off the heels of like one of the strongest like female winners that Survivor has ever seen in D. But I just feel like we're not headed that direction this season. And I feel like Mariah will be a big part of that.
I'm going to be honest. I think that the women seem stronger than the men in this round, but I also could see them not working together, self-imploding kind of thing.
Every woman on this cast could take Jeff Probst like that. There's not one on here that could not body slam him.
I just want to see Jess body slam him.
He is very short, so I'm just saying.
I'll probably be the one who tried to say one more thing to me. One more, Jeff.
You tell me to dig one more time.
Dig this.
And I'm gonna dig this into your skull.
I'm gonna dig something.
Wait, what does Diva say in Overwatch? Something
Nerf
this. Nerf this.
Allison, I've converted Beth to an Overwatch player now.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. So one more thing before we wrap up. I just wanted to give another quick shout out to Australian Survivor. The season is currently airing right now. And it is so good, you guys. Like,
How do you watch it though?
YouTube.
so if you're a patron of RHAP, there is international links where you can download the episodes. I'm a few weeks behind because I'm saving them for to watch like on this like 14-hour flight I have coming up next week. So I'm a little behind, but like from what I've seen so far, like I really love the cast. Like it is just on another level of like epicness that like I haven't felt from Survivor US in a while. So if you're looking for like some more like Survivor that's like super good, check out Australian Survivor.
I also think we should just briefly say that the premiere, I believe, is the 28th, right? Not this Wednesday, but like a week and a half.
Yes.
So
that's why we're doing this draft like way early.
We're doing this super early because Tyler's traveling, and then I have no idea what our plans are going to be for the premiere. It's going to be up to Allison because I will have had surgery that day on my tonsils.
I think we're having Nate and
I've
Matt
got
Henning.
Nate and Henning.
Cool. So
premiere night, it's going to be a party.
Perfect. So I just wanted to put that out there that there will be at least the first week you will not have the three of us. You'll have two other brilliant people joining Allison. And then I'm not sure what the second week will bring in terms for me, but you'll probably have these two for sure. So let's go for it.
And Allison, you have a surgery coming up at some point soon.
Oh yeah,
too, right?
I am having a procedure performed March 14th, which will put me just off camera for a week or two. But I could be here. I don't know how
you could do what I did and just hold a picture of yourself.
I'll just put my peak picture.
Your peak picture.
My peak picture when I peak.
This one?
Yeah. God, no. God, take down 18-year-old Allison. It's probably going to be very close to how I'm going to be feeling and looking.
I have no sense. I mean, Tyler had his tonsils out so like my surgery is I'm having my tonsils removed, which I was told that as a 35-year-old adult, and the fact that not only are my tonsils so big this way, but they're also big this way, that they said this is going to really suck as a recovery. So I have no sense if I'm even going to be really talking for at least a week.
You're going to look like a chipmunk.
Oh, you're going to be like,
ew.
Yeah. Yeah, I just burped, but yeah,
but I don't think I'm going to be able to talk.
Yeah.
So,
but you can sign.
Can you imagine
that's having toilet,
toilet,
bitch, awkward. I think I was trying to.
We in elementary school we had to learn sign language to Whitney Houston's "The Greatest Love of All" and perform it. So I know that whole song in sign language, but that's the only sign language I know. So if you wanted to sing that song, Beth, I got you covered. I could translate for you.
I'll just do the Napoleon Dynamite. Like
yeah, yes.
Some say love, it is a river.
You know what? Joseph Moses said you could text your notes to Tyler. Do you remember this time way back, long time ago? Yes, F.U. Tyler couldn't do a show, so he emailed me a fucking paragraph.
No.
Read
pages, like
pages
of notes.
I said, I'm not reading this, and I cliff noted it.
I also added some guided questions in the chat in case you needed some conversation.
I'm not doing this. We'll be here all freaking night. I got a life somewhere. I don't know.
Oh, it's so good.
But it was fun. Don't you love me?
You haven't done it since. I've noticed that.
Well, you've upped your podcast game. I don't know what
I thought you were going to say pussy.
Well.
Oh yeah, they did. Thank you, Thomas, for getting me off the hot chair here. They did announce that there's no auction for season 46. That's a bummer. Jeff said it was like it came down to like production costs for it, which like makes no sense to me, honestly. I think just laziness, if I'm being like quite frank.
Just eat into Jeff's Botox
Probably
fund.
the white shoes.
The white shoes, because
yeah.
we can't have
Cargo
him not show up
shorts.
in that outfit.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Okay. So I think that's it for us. So yeah. So we'll be kind of like rotating in and out like these next like couple weeks, but I can't wait for the three of us to finally be reunited again to talk
At the end of March.
At like the merge episode, basically. Yeah.
Well, I think the first week in March is, if I'm talking, it'll be a week before her surgery. So
yeah, that's true.
I'll be here the 28th and the 6th and the 13th. I'm going to be here.
So I think we'll have at least one of those that the three of us.
I may not miss the 20th.
Okay.
I may be here. I just don't know if y'all want that up close and personal view.
Oh, we do.
Who knows? It might be feeling ornery.
I want to put this all the way back here.
But like I said, I'll be here the 28th, 6th, 13th, and I might the 20th. I don't know. Hi, Tim. So that's it.
There you go.
I feel like Link.
You have his like blonde hair too.
There you go.
That's what he sounds like.
Join us Monday evening for the Traders, episodes 7 and 8.
I'm so tired.
We'll be phoning that in too because fuck. I don't. Wow.
Yeah. We got a lot to talk about.
What an underuse of Dr. Will. That's all I'm going to say. What a
an
waste.
Overuse of Dr. Will.
What a
I'm
waste.
kind of over him. But we'll save all that for the Traders recap. All right. Everybody have a good rest of your night. We'll see you when we see you. Bye-bye.